Hello, good morning. Today is Friday. It is Black Friday actually. I'm not doing any shopping. But anyways, I just wanted to chat a bit about like Thanksgiving and how different it was this year, and I'm also curious about what you ended up doing, how you celebrated, and how you came to your decision, because oh my gosh, it was just so stressful trying to figure out what to do, what is safe, how do you mix, or how do you find that in-between zone of being safe with COVID and all that, and then also your own desires to see family and to not let anyone down or to have them be disappointed. And I know a lot of people just plain said no and stayed home this year, you know. But there are also some people who did fly, who took planes and stuff, and it's just like, how do you choose? You know, it's so hard and stressful. So, oh, there's Fig. He's scratching at his little scratchy pad. You know what? Let me move this jacket and Fig may jump up behind me. I'm at my makeup vanity right now. Oh, there we go. There's Fig. He likes to do that when I'm sitting at the makeup vanity, even though I don't have any makeup on right now. He likes to jump and sit on the back of the chair and hang out with me. So this year, oh my god, it was like super stressful. I couldn't figure out what to do, and like I don't want to put my family at risk, and I just couldn't figure it out. So there were nights when I was like just crying and upset and couldn't make up my mind. So what ended up happening in the end is that I drove the 1 hour to my mom's house. I stayed there for 2 hours, spent most of my time outdoors with my mask on the whole time. And the girls, so Mackenzie and Lizzie, worked on their little Thanksgiving gingerbread cookie set from Trader Joe's. So that's what they did. My mom sat outside with us a bit too, so that was nice to chat with her. But yeah, it was a short visit. I did not stay for Thanksgiving dinner. I didn't hang out inside much. I did go inside at one point, I think, to cut up like some pies to take back with me. And I ended up holding the baby, Maddie, because she is just so precious. And I kind of forget what it feels like to hold a baby, because, you know, Mac's 8 now and Lizzie was born in Oregon, so I never held her as a baby. And just Madeline, she's itty bitty, she's so small, she has these little eyes that are just looking up at you, all inquisitive and wondering, what are you doing, who are you? And then she bubbles with her mouth. And she was actually staring at my blouse yesterday because it had like bunnies on it. It was this big bunny print blouse, and she was staring at the little bunnies. And she just did her first laugh this week. My sister caught it on camera, the cutest thing ever. Little baby Maddie was laughing and giggling and smiling. It's so precious. Anyways, yeah, it was a good visit, and I'm so proud of my nieces and like who they are and their personalities, their inquisitiveness and creativity, and just who they are. So it was really great seeing Mac and then Lizzie, and you know, the differences in personality, and kind of wondering what are they gonna be like when they get older. Anywho, so today, Friday, my mom and dad are heading wine tasting up near like Santa Ynez Valley. That's really popular for wine tasting. So they're gonna drop off a plate of leftover Thanksgiving food for us, which is so sweet. And I'll still get that Thanksgiving dinner just a day later, and kind of just the two of us, just Andy and me. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Mom, they are on their way. They're driving now. They should be here in about half an hour. Yeah, so they'll drop off leftovers with us, which we are very lucky to have, and then they'll go do their wine tasting, and that's that. So yeah, definitely a different Thanksgiving. I usually go and spend the day there and eat dinner with them, but this year it was just a brief visit outdoors with mask, and then Mom and Dad dropping off some leftovers. So that's what we were doing for Thanksgiving. All right, well, good morning. Today is Sunday. I've got a little Fig behind me again because I'm filming at the same spot as before. Hey, Fig. And he's gone. I've kind of been hesitant to like share some stuff on YouTube because I try to keep my channel like kind of easygoing, do you know what I mean? So I don't always get totally like into depressing, sad stuff. But that's honestly how this year has been. It's been difficult and hard and depressing for many people in different ways. I think we're all going through things. So in the interest of honesty and transparency, I thought I'd kind of open up a bit about some things that have been going on, and you know, that maybe other people are struggling with too right now. So of course we've got COVID, working from home, which I do not like. Thank goodness a lot of people at work are cool with it, but I'm not. I really like that routine and consistency and being able to go into work and to see everyone. That's what I miss the most, is seeing all the people that I really care about at work and chatting with them and having that routine and consistency. I know it's not safe, and you know, right now the chancellor pushed back the work from home until the end of March, and I wouldn't be surprised if he pushes it through the end of June. We'll see, but I imagine he might want to wait until vaccines are out and fully available and everyone's vaccinated before bringing us back to the office, because we are able to work remotely. So that news honestly made me so disappointed, learning that we're gonna keep doing this for a while, because I kept thinking in January we'll get to go back and I'll get to see everyone again, and maybe it'll just be a few hours a week, but it's gonna mean so much to me. And then that was pushed back, and I was really depressed about that. So overall, there have just been some days where I felt depressed and sad and kind of empty, you know, and yesterday was one of those days, and today I'm trying to not have one of those days. But there's just days where you cry and you're sad because of everything happening. So besides that, some things that I have really kept more to myself is Andy's dad was recently diagnosed with terminal cancer. He has stage 4 lung cancer that has spread to his liver, and it's really, really awful for his dad to go through this, and for Andy and his family to go through this, and then to see all of that pain in my husband and my partner. I want to make everything better, but I can't, because there's nothing you can do to really make it all better. And I want to comfort Andy and just take that pain away, make him better, make his dad better, and there's really not that ability. So we've been worried and thinking about his dad a lot. And his dad started chemotherapy. He just had his second round last week on Monday. His first round was 3 weeks before that. So I'd say about 4 weeks ago he started his chemo. So we love you, and we're thinking lots about you, Wally. He doesn't watch this channel, but just so it's out there, we love him. So that has been difficult. We've also had some other deaths among people that I know. I had an old neighbor who passed away in a motorcycle accident a few months ago. And then just a few weeks ago, very recently, I had a coworker at my last apartment on campus who had a tragic accident at the beach on campus, and he passed away. And that's been wild dealing with and understanding and thinking about, and communicating with my old boss. I keep in contact with her, and she's the one who actually told me the news about him passing away. Sometimes it feels like there's all these hits and they just keep coming, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And it's like, what else do you have for me? I'm like, we're going through all this right now. And then in my mind, I probably read the news way too much. So when I have tough days the following day, I focus on sitting outside in the sun as much as possible, reading and avoiding the news, because I read CNN and the New York Times a fair amount, like throughout the day. So I try to avoid the news, immerse myself in books. It's a really great escapism. If you want to escape all this stuff, dive into a book, read a book for a few hours, and it's a great like mental relief from everything you're worrying and stressing out about. That's what I've been doing through this whole pandemic, is just reading like a lunatic. Anyways, I start worrying in my head about Christmas, thinking, am I going to be able to see my family for Christmas? Is it going to be safe? Because personally, I stressed out so much about Thanksgiving and was having a really hard time deciding if I could or should go. You know, I ended up having 2 hours outdoor time wearing a mask, mostly just watching Mac and Liz make cookies, and my mom sat outside with us too, which was nice. My sister and brother-in-law, the baby, and my dad stayed inside, so I didn't really talk to them because they didn't come outside. So, Figgles, what are you doing? Fig, what is it? Scratching up this chair. That's what he's doing. So I just start, you know, getting ahead of myself and thinking about Christmas and what's going to be like this year. And then I feel bad about this because I completely forgot about it. But this morning, Andy mentioned that we were supposed to be leaving for our honeymoon tomorrow. Like, this was our plan, you know, get married in June at the courthouse, go in early December, like the first week of December, to Disneyland and stay at the Grand California Hotel and have a fancy hotel and eat meals and see animals, you know, all the little Mickey and Minnie, and maybe go on some rides, you know, buy lots of snacks. That was supposed to be this week. And we had to cancel it so long ago that I just completely forgot that that was supposed to be this week. That on Monday the 30th, November 30th, we would have been heading down to Disneyland. So then I feel bad that I forgot. Just because everything with this year has been so wrecked, you know. I'm just gonna go sit outside in the sun today. It's supposed to reach 69 degrees, and I'm gonna read my book and avoid the news sites and play with Slinky, take him for a walk, and chat with Andy and my family, maybe FaceTime the girls, because these are the things that, like, the only things that make me happy nowadays. And I'm grateful for them.